It's the book of Jeremiah chapter 25. I'm going to start at verse 32. And it reads, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua of hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up.
Total ad block is an app.
And a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. Verse 33, the point and the slain of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground. I want to start off by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to call Elohim Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rachagodash. Double honors to the elders and to the apostles that taught me this truth. Peace and salutation to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and the freedom to do so, now more so than ever. Shalom to the Akim and the Aquato to listening and learning more willingly. This is edifying. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations, appearing like the other nations with whom subscribe to this truth to you. I say Shalom. It's Brother Yahweh coming at you with another lesson through the Spirit and through the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. This lesson is pretty much inspired by an article I came across, and it made me think. The title of the article reads, 9 students found dismembered by side of Mexico highway after disappearing on vacation. And it's just a testament to the times we're in. A lot of judgment going forth. Scriptures talk about the Lord visiting the earth which he made, and he's visiting it in many different ways. One of the ways is by these many judgments and these deaths. The Lord got many death angels out here, and the scriptures talk about the slain of the Lord shall be many. The scriptures talk about in the book of Isaiah chapter 66. I don't want to butcher it. It says, For by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. Well, I kind of mixed up two scriptures. Jeremiah chapter 25 talks about how, it's going to be slain from one end of the earth to the other. And you can equate that to the ICBMs.
This person said they're tired of seeing ads all over the phone. Well, have you tried total ad?
Salaki, you could also equate that to the day of Jacob's trouble, which is going to be a real physical time. When you go into Isaiah 66, the Lord pleading with all flesh, it goes into judging all flesh. And the Lord is in the time of judgment. We in the time of judgment. The scriptures talk about pretty much, see how that's crazy shit happened. I just had to say, that's crazy. Bear with me for a second. Scriptures talk about judgment shall begin at the house of Israel, meaning those that understand that they're Israelite. And, the Lord doing little judgments right now. I was listening to the elder go into, heinous acts, that Israelites are into. And that just show you how we really need a salvation. We need a savior, Because, again, you got stumbling blocks set up in Israel, and if the Holy Spirit is dealing with you, you're going to maneuver. Again, I can't particularly say any man that I personally met is completely wicked. I could say that, they did some shit that I wouldn't necessarily do, but I wouldn't say it was off. What floats your boat might not float mine. I don't move the same way as everybody. You know what I mean? I'll buy a bitch before, and it ain't necessarily I had to. It's because Satan be fucking with me, you know what I mean? Satan get on this bitch, and Satan might get on me too. You get what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, not to be talking too much and ranting, but it's just like, everybody move for a different reason. I try not to purposely break the law, and I'm sure other brothers do. Again, because this thing ain't no joke. And, and for those that made liberty or light of this truth, the harder it get, you're gonna see where your heart was really at when this thing get harder, when the squeeze get tighter. I was listening to the elder, he talking about, with your kids. It's easy to say what you're gonna do when you ain't in the situation. I heard Jake tell me, I'll whoop 15 niggas and take his bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, they get whooped by what? You know what I mean? You don't know, like I said again, that long ass walk is it seemed easy because you heard this man went through it, but might not be easy for your feet. You know what I'm saying? But now I ain't trying to be proud like that dude said. He said you couldn't stand a mile in my shoes. Well, I don't think I could stand a mile in my elder shoes because, well, Salaki, not stand a mile, walk a mile, because you got the elders been doing something longer than pretty much almost longer than I've been alive. That's signs of a real man. To commit to something and be invested and not give up on it. You know, a man is weighed by, or a man is measured by his integrity. You know, and just age doesn't define a man. You know, or how many dudes. I say the same phrase because I've heard it a lot. You know, how many dudes you done knocked out or killed, or how many women you knocked down and popped, and, you know, how many times you had your way with these. Because at the end of the day, when you take the time to think about a female, you know, yeah, some females are better prizes than the other, but at the end of the day, you know, they all built similarly. That's why the scriptures say what it say. Out of 1,000 men, I knew one, and out of 1,000 women, I knew none. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, you can have a real live one that's really like, you know, that's why the scriptures talk about a man, you know, glory is his woman, while a woman, show you how fickle a female is, like the elder said, a bitch is for real. Like literally, you got me and my boss Mac shit. You know what I mean? I don't believe in pimping, you know what I mean? You know, I've been around some, you know, in the world type shit, but I wouldn't, you know, because, you know, not to, I'm a little bit all over the place, but it made me think about something because, you know, who said that? The Iceberg Slim, pretty much, you know, in his last book, he was talking about how he couldn't get the dude, so he dressed up like a bitch or something like that. You know, you got, like the elder said, you got fetishes, you got Edomites that's off into all kind of weird shit. You know, so, you know, again, this is a fucked up, sick ass world. That could be disheartening. That could be a stumbling block to some individuals. I'm glad that ain't my situation, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad, you know, because, you know, we all gonna have to, you know, go before the judgment seat of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. But like the elder said, certain things you're not gonna question or elect knowing. You know, that's a heavy demon he was fighting. You know what I mean? You know, on top of it, Satan fucking with you to the point that you thinking that it's okay to do what you doing. So what happened to all the script? You big high chief priest, big brother Almighty. Where's all the scriptures that's man? What? That's scary, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like I said, seek out your own salvation. Like, again, and I understand this order, and I understand all these different things, you know what I mean? You know, at the end of the day, I'm going to say it again, you know, I miss the brotherhood, but at the same time, I think the Lord set this up for a reason, and at the end of the day, I don't want to be a stumbling block, and I don't want to, you know, you know, I don't want to destroy myself, put it like that. You know, Jacob say like they ain't feeling some kind of way and secretly be. And all that's going to be revealed too, because we in Passover, sifting. You know, I'm just glad that I still believe and I still got the spirit, you know. I'm still, you know, spirit still dealing. So call Loyim like Yahweh Shem Yahshua. And like the beloved elder said, he said, and Thwada Yahweh Shem Yahshua for DJ Trump. Is that nigga is the Lord got a spirit on that dude. So Salakia, I ain't mean to do all this running. It said rambling. It says the bodies of 9 students who went missing on vacation in southern Mexico last month have been found dismembered by the side of a local highway with a bag of hands nearby. So, you know, and we was going into how you know, these things are going to intensify. You know, passport bros, that ain't very wise to be doing that, because I remember they was talking about they kidnapped one of them dudes and pretty much the ransom was like 2 bands and they sent the money too late and they killed him. You know, I knew about the passport bros before that shit was like a fad or a trend, because I worked at a job where a dude, that was his vacation. You know, each year he would go out there and he was like, it was a little bit of money. You know, in his mind, he didn't even think he was tricking. You know, he looking at it more like being generous, and he was feeling good about himself because he looking out for her. You know, Cameron, the rapper, said some shit like that. He said he went down there. He said he had 2. He said, how much? When he found out how much it was, he said he got 2 more. So he had 4, which he was going off and he wicked as fuck. But, you know, Jake be funny. So Jake like, shit. He was like, not only did I double it, because I think he was like, I think he said she wanted like 100 and he gave her like 250. You know what I mean? So he took the 250 and gave it to all 4 of them. So he gave him like a band. And he was like, pretty much it was so little to him. He was like, he felt good about himself because he was like, they was saying like they don't have to do that shit for like a whole week. So Jake justifies wickedness, you know? But yeah, I mean, this shit about to get real deal Holyfield. You about to see way more gruesome shit because the Lord is angry and fed up with this place. And ultimately, the Lord is putting the spirit on judgment out here. This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter. Oh my God, this is crazy. Everything just 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1. And it reads, this know also in the last days perilous times shall come. And when you go into that word perilous, it's calapes, meaning fierce, dangerous, hard to bear, hard to do, hard to survive. And when you continue reading in this chapter, it tells you the mindset of the people. They're going to be vain, um, covetous, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. So, they're going to be willing to, do whatever to, pretty much, they're going to be willing to do whatever to pretty much satisfy their lust. The elder was talking about that lust demon, which is real, but ultimately it's the Lord that's, stirring that spirit up in the world because he wants to judge the earth. It's the book of Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 1. It's mentioned multiple times, but you're going to have a time of great chaos and violence on the earth. It tells you that in the book of Genesis. Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which is second command to Yahweh Shah Mashiach, which standeth for the children of thy people. So Michael the archangel is going to have to be sent back to basically protect us. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. So if you are not written in the book, the Lamb's book of life, if you're not of the elect, you're going to be judged and destroyed in some kind of manner or form or fashion during this time of trouble. You got Matthew chapter 24, you got Jeremiah chapter 30, but you got individuals say that it's not going to be a time of trouble. But for the elect, they're going to be, protected. So what's that, Psalms 91? And ultimately, they're going to be protected, they were hidden or given spiritual powers to be able to protect themselves. Ultimately, it's the Lord going to be watching over them. The scriptures talk about in the book of Sirach that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, meaning the Alahayim. And the Alahayim are going to protect the Lord's elect. This is the book of Psalms chapter 34 and verse 7. The angel of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, encampeth around them that fear him and delivereth them. And what was that last year? The brothers on the West Coast pretty much, they spotted that one of the Alahayim pretty much watching over them. That was powerful. There was a lot of spiritual things happened last year, and we got more to come. So if you're a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, Single Indian, West Indian, or Haitian, I implore you to come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments of your power, whose true name in the Paleo-Hebrew is Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, or you will be destroyed. With that, I want to give all praise, all honor, all glory to call Elohim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kodash, double honors to the elders and to the apostles that taught me this truth. Until next time, Lord willingly, shalom, shalom. Shalom to all the sincere brothers out there preaching this truth with faith and with sincerity. Until next time, Lord willingly, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasharallah, and Wath Lababal.